What's up everyone, 124san's here with a premiere draft of Final Fantasy. I actually couldn't believe that Final Fantasy premiere draft coming back so soon, and I'm very welcoming this, especially when the newest set is through the Omen path with all the draft shenanigans. Without further ado, let's start our pack 1 pick 1. There's a lot of good cards like Sleep Magic Sahagan, and also the mythic Dark Confidant, aka Bob. Dark Confidant, 2-mana 2/1. At the beginning of upkeep, reveal the top card and draw it, and you lose life equal to its mana value. So this will straight up kill you if you're not careful with it enough, but the card advantage it can provide is absurd, and if you build your deck so you have only low mana value cards, this will be awesome. And it's always good to basically flip a land from this, because you're not going to lose any life. Pack 1 pick 2, King is unplayable, and the best card here is definitely Samurai's Katana. Basically a 3-mana 3/3 trample haste, and also pay 5 to make something +2/+2 trample and haste. Doesn't go with Dark Confidant that much though, but the mono black card under CT Direct and Albert Savages are not that good, so let's just pick this strongest card in the pack. Pack 1 pick 3. The strongest card here is I think this is one of the weaker packs for sure. Don't like the red and black cards here. The best colored card is probably Syncopate. Just straight up a counter spell. And we can take Firelong, even though I don't like Firelongs to get back a Dark Confidant in late game, unless the board is completely empty. Or we can just take a Lionheart, which can work if you're doing equipments, and it's a 4-mana non-creature spell for blue-red, and you can basically play this in any deck because it's colorless. I think I'm going with Lionheart. Pick 4, the best card here is Garland, and if we pick this will most likely gonna fix us into black-red. It is the better black-red signpost than the Black Walls number 2. Sorry, I forgot what the exact card name the other card is. Also have Garland if you want to stay monocolor. There's also Shinra Reinforcement. Mill 3 gains 3 life. This is the best in green-black, but playable in any black deck. And also gains 3 life to help with the Dark Confidant. But still, let's just pick Garland. It's strong enough that I'm willing to take a double color card and pick 5. There are so many good cards here. We have Sidequest Hunter Mark, which is the best card in this pack. 5-mana sorcery speed removal spell that also gives you treasure tokens if the opponent's creature died this turn, and if you have 3 treasures, you get a Yasmat. And also, Corner Black Mage is an amazing card, especially in black-red, when they care about non-creature spells and these Black Mage tokens. And also, Cloud of Darkness is a very strong signpost, but we're not in green, so let's just take the Sidequest Hunter Mark. Really good to see these cards here. And pick 6, strongest card here is either Tongue Greeter and Ignis, but we're kind of far from that. Or we can push forward to green and take this Tongue Greeter and splash Garland and Samurai's Katana. That can be a possibility. Or we can just pick Ardyn. Ardyn is fine, but not that powerful. So I'm actually willing to take a Tongue Greeter over it. I may regret, but let's see. Pick 7. Best card here is Dreams of Laguna. But I don't think I should take another off-color card, so let's just take a Firelong. Works with Garland. Doesn't work with Garland that well, because unless you want to pick back a 2-mana 3/2. But yeah. Pick 8, the strongest card here is Sidequest Card Collection, and that makes me regret not taking the blue card. And there's also X Death, which is a pretty decent black-green card. I was gonna say playable, but this is actually kind of decent. And also, if we are seeing this in pick 8, maybe it should be in green after all. Yeah. There's a fine. Pick 9. Strongest card here is You Are Not Alone, but we're so far from that, so let's just take a Line of Judgment. I will in no decks I'll play this Cutthroat Fourier. Pick 10. We got our We got our Undersea Direct back and the Vector Imperial Citadel for splashing. Actually, Direct works well with Cyclex card collection, but Summer's Katana is still good on splash, so let's just take the town. Pick 11, there's a Gasho Green versus Guadosalam. I'm not high on Gasho Green, so let's just take the town here. Pick 12, and yep, we got a Gasho Greens. Pick 13, corner at pick 13. This is absurd. Oh, black is wide open. Or maybe they don't know how good this card is. That's also a possibility. Back to pick 1. Balam Garden is a town that fixes for blue, and if we are doing the splash all deck, this can also be a vehicle. If I just want to pick something on color, there's also Google Gunner. And also a Capital City, but I'll prefer Balan Garden over that. And let's just take a garden. Back to pick 2. There's Removal, Veins, Treachery, Chocobo Kick. I think basically picking between these two. And yeah, we're definitely main black, green, splash red, and splash blue just for lands. If we have ways to tutor for towns, they'll be great. But yeah, for this one, let's just take a removal in Veins Treachery. Pack 2 picks 3, we got past our own color rare, Summon Titan. Mill 5 cards, return all lands back, which works pretty well with these town lands. And also give something trample plus X, which is the number of lands control, which will be huge. Yeah, definitely gonna pick this. Is there anything else for us? Maybe Gongaga? And yeah, this pack is basically just Summon Titan and Gongaga, and nothing else. Pick 4. I'm not gonna take a second Phylon, I think. And the Loper Scout is the filler card that I'm not gonna take. So, a second Summer Katana on Splash? Yeah, I like this like way more. Or we can just take Fighter Shipoof. And if we pass the Summer's Katana, there'll be a very strong red signal to our right, which is also good news, because we are not playing red that much, so we should actually just take a on-color card here, maybe? Yeah, let's actually just get an on-color card instead of a Splash. Summer's Katana, and Garland can also be on Splash, I guess. But the 2 pip in the graveyard is not gonna be easy to get. Pick 5. Green is garbage, red is whatever, black is garbage. So let's just take the Swallow but Leviathan, if we splash for counter as well. Pick 6, Scuba Gunner is here, so definitely. Or we can just take a Gone Town of Ruin. I think I like that more than a 2-mana 1/3 that only ramps for green. Pick 7, Corner again. I'll take all the corners I see. And there's also a Bard's Bow for a filler 3-drop creature. And so far we have 2 blue towns where we're only splashing Swallow but Leviathan, which is actually a valid splash. You just need 1 for this to work, and we got past our signpost, Cloud of Darkness. It gives something -X, and in green-black this is very easy to achieve. But we are missing the 3-mana self-mail. We did pass 1. But hopefully we can see that later in Pack 3. I don't believe we see any of those in Pack 2. Back to pick 9, not gonna take a second Shalouf, so let's just take the rat, which also helps color fixing to some extent. And the Dark Confidence is gonna shoot our face quite often with all these 5-mana spells, but at least it's actually not that high. And in this pack we have Chocobo Kick and Black Mage Rod. Let's just take the kick here. And our removal is 2 corner red black mages, a Veins Treachery, and a Choco Kick. And Shambling Thief. This is good in decks that can actually use it. In our decks though, I mean Gasha Green is a sorcery, so that definitely works. Alright, the timer is a little bit fast, so I already picked that. I was thinking of Shambling Thief versus the land, but at least Shambling Thief is a 3-drop that we don't have it that much. And Pack 2 pick 1. The rare Ultima is basically Air Elemental, 5-mana 4 flying, and it can blight a land. Either turns your opponent's land into a colorless, or it turns your land into colorless, and you can tap it for double mana. And there are 2 amazing green cards. One is Fat Chocobo, 5 mana 4/4 makes a 2/2, and your whole board gets trample for 3 turns. And also summon Fenrir. This creature is a basic land, and then the next creature spell you cast gets a counter, and also draws. Most of the time draws you a card on chapter 3. A very powerful card. Also color fixes us. So definitely gonna be the pick here. So this pack, there are a lot of competitions. Fenrir, Fat Chocobo, Sleep Magic, Channel Dark City. And yeah, pretty sweet. Pack GP2, we got past the best rare ever in Ardyn the Usurper. 8 mana 4/4. And you just reanimate anything. It becomes a 5/5 demon, and demons you're gonna have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste, so you can just attack with it. This will be the best card in our deck, but the Dark Confidence is just gonna shoot us face for 8 if we somehow draw Ardyn with it. So hopefully that's not the case. It also makes cards like Phylum a lot better because you can get it back. And outside of that, there's also like so many amazing cards for us. Cornered by Black Mages, Torgo, Fine Hunt, Phylum, T-Rexar, and some Fat Chocobo. Sadly, we cannot pick all of them. Pack 3, pick 3. We finally got our first Shinra Reinforcements, Mill 3, which is important with Cloud of Darkness and XF, and also gains 3 life, which is good with Dark Confidant. Pick 4, we got Overkill, which is easily the best removal spell in this format. Also goes around Indestructible, and there's also Resentful Revelation, very amazing card selection, and also draws you a card in late game. There's also 2 strongest blue common, Vibrant and Tutorial. But let's just take the Overkill here. And Tifa is an interesting rare, but not that playable in Limited. Pick 5, we got our second Shinra Reinforcement, and I think we are good enough for removal, so let's just take a second Shinra Reinforcement. And if we're splashing blue, we are actually just splashing for Balam Garden, which is not that... I don't know how good that is. And we got a very good quest card collection, or we just take a good on-color card in Fat Chocobo. For this one, let's just take the Fat Chocobo. Pick 7, I am not gonna take a second garden. In fact, I don't want to even play this first. So let's actually just cut our red splash, because we have so many good cards already. I think Crossroad Village here is fine over our second Shambling Seath. Pick 8, Ahriman versus Dire Rat. Gashel Greens, Reddish Blue, Town Greeter. Shambling Seath, 2/2. They're pretty similar. And we're not splashing for Realm Sketching, or are we? I don't think we're sketching for that period. So I think can use another Diacity Red. It helps with Ardyn, obviously. And this one just take the Ahriman. And now we just focus on improve the deck, so we can cut Lionheart. And removal is fine. We're definitely playing the Phylum because we are self-milling and we need to get back Ardyn. If we have Reawaken, that would be great. And we got our third corner Black Mages, as I'm definitely playing. And if we're splashing blue, we're just basically splashing for Balam Garden. We're splashing for land, basically. You know how strange this is? But the activate ability is so good. That's actually worth to splash for. But we can still just cut the Swallow Leviathan, so we are not playing any single blue spells. Still, this is a pretty good blue spell to play. And I'm very low on Reddish Blue, so let's just cut that. Let's actually also cut Shambling Seath. I like my other cards more. It does work with self-mill though. And it can work better with Bard's Bow. Wow, Resentful Renovation, definitely pick that. Okay, with that I think I can cut Ahriman for Shambling Seath. We actually have enough non-creature spells, I think. Instant 4, Sorcery 6, Artifact 1, Enchantment 4, but it's not full enchantments, Chocobo Kick, and they're weird, and I'm not even sure if we're playing that. And we're gonna have a tough time cutting. Let's just cut a Gashel Greens. There's a filler card. And 2-drop is fine, 4 2-drops and Vein's Treachery. And we can always just Vein's Treachery the Dark Confidant away. That's one way to help it. Or we try to just bump the Dark Confidant into the creatures. And our mana curve, outside of the 4 5 drops and the 1 8 drop, the others are pretty low. So Dark Confidant should be good. What are we cutting though? Are we actually just cutting a Swallow Leviathan and call it a day? And we are splashing blue just for the Seed Academy, which is a kind of a strange spot to be in. I am not very familiar with this. But maybe we should just cut the blue altogether. We can just cut the spells and still play Balam Garden. And in that case, we do need to hit another blue source, which will be the Guando Salam. But we do also need to color fix for corner by black mages. This is 2 pip. And we also have a lot of darkness with 2 green pip, Undermark with 2 black pips. Those also need help. Diarrest can help to some extent. Right now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 green source. We have 10 black source. Actually not that bad. Do we still want to play the Balam Sea Garden? I think I like that, and I still think I'm willing to play an island just for this splash of land, just to splash this land. And with that, we have, well, it'll be like this. We have, outside of Balam Garden, we have 3 sources for blue, and also there's Dire City Reds for treasure, and Sun and Fenrir that gets basic blue. And also if we get Titan just basically mill the lands and play them all together. That will also be great. Alright, I think this will be the deck. Very strange curve, no 4 drops whatsoever, and 4 or 5 drops, and Ardyn at the very end. Let's see how this deck does heading to the gameplay. Alright, here we go at round 1. Through our island. It does basically nothing unless we have the Seed Garden, but this is a good hand with a good curve. Let's keep. Basically, Direct, XF, and cornered by black mages. I can also just do it on turn 3 depending on what they drop. Plains, and we draw our Balam Garden. Nice, that's the only reason I'm playing this island. And this will be a good meta thing. We will have 1 more town for this. So it will be 6 mana. Dragoon's Lance, that's a very good reason to corner the black mage right now. It costs 4 to equip, so they can't equip it just yet. Let's corner them. And next turn is gonna be Balam Garden, X-Death, and hopefully we draw some spells. Capital City, that will fix this for the other color, but don't need to pay more mana. Ash. Alright, Ash is a good attacker, need to be careful of that. I think I want to trade the Undersea Direct to it. Unless they just basically play a land and then pay 4 to equip, that's also possible. Regardless of what I do here. Well, actually, I can just play the Bard's Bow and still block it if they actually choose to equip an Ash. And I'm willing to just attack here. Okay, more damage in. I'm willing to block this with Bard's. Blue, so there are white blue artifacts. And this costs 6, but it's actually 7 mana because you also need to tap the same land. So it's not going to be activated anytime soon, but when this activates, we get a 5/4 flying vehicle that draws a card. Retrieve the Esper, makes a 3/3. And no attacks, that's fine. Alright, for this turn we just Titan, and they have no counter spell for this turn, which is so sweet. Can choose to attack with a hero, but most likely just gonna train the 3/3 regardless. Alright, and X, if the Titan goes to the graveyard, I think this is exile removal if they do have one. If it goes to the graveyard, XF can flip, but I don't think that will be the case. Really hope this lives through a turn cycle, which is kind of unlikely. Ultras. Alright, it lives through a turn cycle, which is important. And I need to choose a color for the one of the lands. I think it's just gonna be green. Play this. And we're fine attacking Titan right now. Attack on Titan, am I right? Just make some favorable attacks here. Well, attack on Titan didn't work out, but I'm fine with that. Titan already got us a land. And X Step actually doesn't trigger. We can also just do this, and then we can play S Step, X Step, Cruise that, and still draw. I like that more actually. Let's pass. Alright, tutorial on Ash. Alright, that's a favorable attack now. Ardyn, which is a 3/2 lifelink. Fine with that. Against a Machinist Arsenal, which is a very strong card. No blocks. If we draw Ardyn, Ardyn is not in graveyard, right? Yeah, we have enough mana for Ardyn. That can be a thing. We didn't draw Ardyn, but we did draw Overkill, which will definitely be what we play next. But we don't have to be rash with the Overkill. We just save it. I can draw a card. More lands. This is 6 to equip, which is way too expensive. If they play the Machinist Arsenal, they can just Uthros tap something. It taps a creature though. So I can't, unless they cast something instant speed. I mean, Uthros gonna be super annoying, not gonna lie. Uh, 4 to equip, that's fine. Before attackers, I just let them go to attacks. If it's pass, it actually doesn't get flying during my turn, so I don't even need to use the overkill here. Side quest on the mark, nice. The biggest threat here is Ultros, I think, so I'm actually gonna aim for that. And we still have an overkill for instancy stuff. And just gonna fly over. And hold up this Shinra reinforcement. Yeah, the Dragon's Lance is flying on your turn. It doesn't work that well. I think I'm just gonna overkill on the Adalbert. And that should be it. We're way too ahead right now, unless they literally have an Ultima. They have the best creature ever in Dion, but none of them is flying. On my turn? Yeah, none of them are flying. So in that case, we just overkill the Adalbert and we win. And yeah, none of them are flying, so we just attack with a Bellum Garden. And yep, here we have it. Oh, pretty sweet showcase of the Bellum Garden. This is the only reason I'm splashing for blue, and it works out. And also because it works out because of the Titan. Titan milled 2 lands for it, and one of them is another cast, so it cheats the activation cost of it. Alright, sweet. Heading into game 2. Alright, here are game 2, starting with a hand that functions only if we drew any land, which is not unlikely, but We're going first. Not a good sign. Okay, so assume if you draw green, then we can Fenrir for black, and if we still can't cast corner of black mage or side quest, I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this is a functional hand. Shambling Sea for Bard's Bow. Getting back, I think I'm just gonna put back Bard's Bow since we're going first. We not got the entering tab doesn't hurt that much. You do need 2 green for Titan, and this Diarrest actually helps a little bit here. Make a treasure, so I can just crack a treasure for green. And our deck only runs blue for the land, so we don't need to color fix for blue anytime soon. They play Guild, King of the Dwarves. I think I just want to corner a black mage before things go south real quick here. Like if they play like another equipment, then they can just sacrifice the token. I don't want that. Let's just use this to get rid of Guild. Guilds have double strike, which is too scary if left unchecked. Even though this will make us deal less damage because we could have played a 3/3 that turn. Gaelic Cat. We can just do that again, I guess. Or we just play a Shambling. One of our back mages gets worse every time we wait. And we'll be missing out on 2 damage this turn, but okay, let's see. Let's see what happens if I play the Shambling first. I'm actually like not sure which one is better. Like, is a very close 50-50. Alright, they play the Pardon Arms. Gaelic is not active. And if I quarter by Black Mage right now, they're probably just gonna sack the token. Which is fine. Let's just do it now. And attack was 3. And we ended up dealing more damage, but the Gaelic is alive. At least we have a Vayne's Treachery for it. Or we can just use it for Adalbert, because Adalbert is disgusting. I have a Choco Kick. We are not drawing lands anytime soon, so we can just Choco Kick this. Let's actually pay the mana cost first, so we know what to get rid of. I think we just get rid of both of them. Target creature you control. Target Gaelic Cat. And then play the Swamp, -2 on the Adalbert. Yep, now their entire board is cleared. Attacking. We've done so much with just 3 lands here. And they play Lightning, Army S1, which completely blocks the entire board. So, and she has lifelink. If they attack with lightning, I'm just gonna double block with rat. And assuming there's no combat tricks, this will be a trade. Yep, they're not attacking, which is what I will do as well. There's no point attacking lightning when lightning blocks literally everything on the board. Dark Confidant is great, it helps us draw lands. We still haven't seen any land. And it looks like they're also stuck on 3, so. Drew a fight on. Oops. We take 3 from that, but that allows us to hit the forest. If we attack with 1, 2, 3, lightning eats 1. They probably trade 1, Shambling 6 probably gets in, and then I can just side quest the lightning. Which is not a bad deal, not gonna lie. And lightning, they're gonna eat the big one, of course. Yep, I have no tricks. Okay, they're scared. It's fine to be scared, I have nothing. land's actually pretty smart for them because they didn't let the rats die. Fine. Maybe I should just attack with the rats. Oh well. And lightning still won't be a good attack here. I think it's reasonable enough to just cast a Phylon right now. So we can do 2 damage, and then we just top deck into anything for game. Not that. Not that. None of this is lethal. Though for this turn, I think Dire Rat is still on the menu. Just double Dire Rat, and then destroy lightning with the 100 mark. Yeah, lightning definitely has to block here. Get a life link. If we have a land here, we already win, but we're so close to 3 treasures. Goodbye, lightning. And there's also a chance we just die with this Dark Confidence, so maybe Dark Confidence should attack there. Well, pays 3 to equip. They're not doing anything much here. Alright, that's very good draw, especially from Dark Confidant. And we don't win right now, but we should be very, very advantageous. It's gonna Cloud of Darkness. Yep, and that's it. Ooh. Game will end so much sooner if you draw the lands, but they're also stuck on 3. And yeah, going to diamonds, and now we're at 2-0 heading into game 3. Alright, game 3, we start with a mono black hand. Everything is playable, so I'll just keep this. A corner by black mage is like 10 times better if going first, but I'm complaining. Cloud of Darkness needs 2 green pips, so we need to hit our other colors ASAP. I think I'm just gonna let that black mage through, play the Dark Confidant first. There's a chance I just eat a Vein Stretcher and be super sad. Not gonna block. And hopefully don't draw Ardyn. Drawing to a Summer Fenrir that we can play right away, which is nice. I think it's better than playing a corner here. Unless it... Actually, I'm thinking of blocking now. We're low on life total, so let's just not attack with this. And we already draw 1 card with Dark Confidant, so Dark Confidant has done his job. Need a second green for Cloud of Darkness. Slash. Yeah, they save the slash to not slash the Dark Confidant. Phantom Train. Yep. They want to leave this Dark Confidant alive, but we always have Wayne's Treachery, so here's that. For this turn though, if we play Cloud of Darkness, they animate Phantom Train and the rest will be history. I think I'll just corner first. And I can still Wayne's Treachery. As long as they play anything. But we're not gonna die to our own Dark Confidant. In that way. That's fine. Goodbye Dark Confidant. Goodbye Phantom Tree, hopefully. Alright, and then they play nothing. Nice. In that case, I think I'm just gonna play a Cloud of Darkness into the empty board. Or should I? It is a 3-mana 3/3 and we have 2 removals in hand. Let's just play this as a CC flyer. And they still have nothing, alright. Maybe they have secretly have an Ardyn. Is waiting for their 8th mana. That'd be bad. They hit the splash, and now we are not afraid of Ardyn because of the overkill. Joshua, which is fine. And Joshua can't even flip right now. And discard up to 2, so they choose to discard only 1. I'm gonna reserve my mana here because we need to corner first. Alarm Garden. Yeah, we do the corner first. And then we can, yeah, we have mana for everything. But we need a kick choco cake to get rid of Joshua. Get this back. Deals 2 damage, and they're gonna crew the. Wait, you're not gonna crew the. Yeah, that's definitely an oops moment. And Overkill just wins. Oh yeah, I can just cast it right away. I don't know why I waited. And yeah, there's that. I forgot to crew the Magic Tech armor, but it doesn't matter because we can just overkill it and we still win anyways. Alright, very smooth 3-0 so far, heading to game 4. Alright, game 4, starting with the Dark Confidant into Shambling Save. Need a second Black Facon, but definitely keep. Alright, let's go, Dark Confidant. Just don't draw Ardyn, draw lands please, especially Swamp. If you draw a Swamp right now, I'll be very happy. Yep. Good one. Thank you, Dark Confidant. Love drawing lands and just play a Shambling Seed. And our hands is like it's ultra set. Instant Ramen. Doesn't affect the board. And I'll be a little bit sad if Shambling Seed gets syncopated. But that's not a syncopate, so we're good. 5 damage. I'm gonna corner you. And hopefully Dark Confidant don't just kill me with drawing into an Ardyn. Please don't let that happen. Puja Genome Sorcerer. What? That's their splash. Pylon. Chain Reinforcement is a very welcoming one. But for this time, we just side quest Hunter Mark, I guess. And hopefully we win before the Dark Confidant literally kill us here. Yeah, the Chocobo Cake that is not in range. And Overkill is not a good use of mana. Okay. Don't think we're gonna have 3 treasures for the Yazmas before the opponent loses or we die to the Dark Confidant. So we're just gonna spend the treasure right away. Shantoto Tactician Magician. Alright, Balam Garden is a very good draw. And the big thing this turn is just gonna Shinga Reinforcements and Cake Choco Kick. As always, do this first. And they only have 1 mana, so if we overkill here, it's actually just lethal. Let's do that instead. Alright, they didn't do anything much, and we just win with our confidence going first. Alright, what game is this actually? Already forgot. I know we haven't lost a game so far, so yeah, 4 wins heading into game 5. Alright, game 5, start with very... how could I say this? Yeah, this is a very big dream of a hand. Just hit 5 mana for Titan and then hopefully mill enough lands for Ardyn. Let's keep this. Even though this is not a great hand, especially against aggro. Alright, they play nothing first. We draw our 5th land needed. Right, the Sploof. Okay, that's not a creature, so if they play a creature next turn, we can just corner it, which is good. Just hopefully they don't play 2 creatures. Well, that's not a good creature to corner, but we still have to corner it. Yeah, drawing to all lands, but we do need all lands for Ardyn. We just need to survive, that's all. And next, looks like we're not doing anything next turn, unless we literally top deck a 4-drop a little bit low, and uh-oh, Stinky! Dragonlance is gonna get us. Yup, this is not a playable card. We're gonna get beat down by this dragon with counters. Super fast here. Fenrir. A big creature on the ground. And yeah, if Titan eats a removal here, we just probably lose on the spot. But if Titan didn't eat a removal and we have mana for Ardyn, that would be great. Vayne's Treachery can save us our face, but probably have to drink big here first. Also, best use of the mana here. Mill lands, please. Alright, mill 2 lands. So, if this is alive, Ardyn's literally online, which is good. And this also blocks both of these, but... please don't stare at this. Like this dives into so many whites. I mean, so many... there's just... The 2 white removals can remove this in common. And the Choco Kick can also remove this. Renoa Hearty Lily. Alright, that is not a removal. So, Summon Titan is gonna get our lands back. And we have a Vayne's Treachery, and so now we just need to hold everything back and chump block when needed. Yep, they're not gonna draw a card because Titan is too big. When Renoa attacks, it gives something +X/+X. That's also not good. But yeah, we just need to survive this turn, and Ardyn literally wins us the game. After that, boom, boom, boom. Paladin's Arms. And they don't have a good tag in the Titan. Attack on Titan. Play a land for their Sploof. You don't have a good attack. And the last mode is something gets +X/+X and Tremble, but I don't need it, so let's just Vayne's Treachery, get rid of Renoa, because Renoa literally hurts the most. And now it's dun 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 dun. Okay, what do we get back? Renoa cannot buff itself. Gaily Cat has Vigilance, Flying Vigilance. Ambrosia can get back Ardyn if we are scared of... There's so many options here. Oh yeah. How's it, Ardyn? I think we just get back Gaily Cat for the Flying Vigilance. Fenrir is gonna die. Titan is mills too much. Let's get Cat. Oh, yeah, also Menace, so the one fire spell doesn't do much. If they don't have removal here, they just lose. Because Ardyn, you let Ardyn live through 2 turn cycles. You don't want that. And the next target will be Rinoa Heartley Lily, because she can buff the Cat, attacking with both. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, they are 100% doomed here. If there's no removal for Ardyn, you're just omega screwed. Let's just play our entire hand so that Rinoa can get a big trigger. And do we just win, I think? Oh no, Rinoa's on the ground, but yeah. Still attacking with Rinoa. Angelo Cannon, the Cat. There's no way you can survive this. It's 37 life. We are living the Magic Christmas land here. Now we just wait for opponents to scoop, or let us get the damage final attack in. Yep, block. Mogul Valor. Oh, we still just win this turn. Yeah, we just win. Going to combat, attack with Cat, and that's it. The Fire Bull doesn't. No, they can't even equip it. Yep, let's just go to combat real quick. And sweet. They have 0 removal, so our Titan into Ardyn worked out. If they have like any single removal that can kill Titan on the spot, we just instantly lose. Because we're not gonna survive against Rinoa with the Chipoloof and the Dragoon's Lance. Alright, 5-0 heading into game 6. Alright, here we are game 6. Going second, but we can play Corner S3, Champion C4 Shinra S3 as well, and Resemble Elevation 2. Also have access to both black and green, so this is a keep. Word map, tutors for any basics or non-basic. Or Island, which is only used for a lamp garden thing. We can hold up Rain's Treachery, but the range is gonna be very little. Like it can't deal with the Shinra reinforcement, so instead let's just use the Resentful. Dark Confidant. I think we just take Dark Confidant here. And if they only play one creature, I'm just gonna corner. If we play something like the Dragoon's Wyvern, then I'll have no, there's no Dragoon's Wyvern. They're not in blue. Alright, if that's the case, we just play the Sweet Drop that does the most damage. And if this is a removal, cornered by black mages can get it back by paying 1 black. Celestial Dark Knight. Is that the only creature? I was like, yeah, if they remove this, I can just corner and then get it back, but they use a removal that exiles. That's why Suplex is so good. Just gonna corner this Cecil. Even though Cecil hurts both players. So there's also argument to just Dark Confidant and Diarrhea on the same turn. They're not doing much. And Shinra Reinforcements only does 2 damage, so it's actually a good time to get rid of this tap land here. Not sure what they're holding. Maybe they're like stuck on color? Triple Triad. Yep, that's a very slow draw engine, but it is a draw engine. We do also have our draw engine on the board, but now they know I have an overkill in hand. Okay, what am I meeting? Land, Titan, Ardyn, but we still have access to the Phylon, so not the end of the world. And they exile the land, we exile the corner. Not much trader. I'm probably fine just gonna just overkill it. Because we are on the beatdown. And also this is a visible removal spell. So they are... Okay, if they're just gonna play Squall right now, I have no problem, just use it right away. Mine is 1,000,000,000 on it. That's not the... This is not the other town. The other town can tap for stuff. Attacking for 6 here. If I manage to, it's still trade with that confidence. So actually, let's just kick her. If we draw a Phylon, we can just get back Ardyn. And the corner by Black Mages gets exiled again. But they're not doing good either. Sidecrest Huntermark. That's gonna be painful. But for now, it's just resentful. X-Death or Cloud of Darkness. Cloud of Darkness is probably better. We actually don't care about life loss because the biggest offender, Ardyn, is already gone, and also Titan is gone, and Cloud of Darkness is gone. We drew a Summons Katana, and that's our only fail. Alright. They can cast it for free. Summon Animal, draw a card and lose one. And I think, yeah, that will be game, yep. Alright, we didn't have access to our... to the land, or Ardyn, or Titan, but they're not doing anything. And now we're at 6-0, heading to game 7. Alright, game 7 going first. This hand just needs any land to work. But this hand is very good if we get a land, so let's risk this. Unlike last time, we risk this one. If I don't draw land, I'll cry. Okay, we're not gonna cry, which is good. And the Fenrir first. They don't have blue. Don't need to be afraid of any counter spells. I don't care about removals because as long as this gets a land, we're already upcut. And we can give the counter to X-Death if Fenrir is still around. And X-Death with counter is good because trample on the backside. And we just need like 2 Shinra Reinforcement trigger to flip the X-Death most likely. Yep, overkill on the Fenrir. They are down a card doing so. They're very much a fan. And X-Death does more damage than Shinra Reinforcements, so let's play that first. And they just use a removal, so maybe they're not using another removal right now for the final days, sure. We can Hunter Mark right now, but Hunter Mark is the only hard removal we're gonna have access to. So instead, corner is not gonna do lots. So actually, let's corner. Okay, I'm dumb. I forgot we only have 2 swamps, so could have used mana a little bit better there. And what's there? They have nothing graveyard yet. If they only play one big creature, I can just side quest. Yeah, I'm willing to side quest that, and corner is not gonna get it because they have a token. All right. No blocks. Looks like they're stuck on green. Never mind. Queener number 2. Sidecrest Chocobo. That's very good with the Queener. Go for them. No, if XF is not a good attack anymore, so let's just Honor and Shinra Reinforcements. And next turn but they're getting rid of the 2/2 instead of Frog, because Frog does have interaction with Fina. Shinra Reinforcements mills 3 lands. That's actually a very good mill. And we need 1 more treasure for the Yasmat, which is very likely to achieve. Let's resample first. That's 2 pings. Dark Confidant. Let's just take Dark Confidant. We don't need any more lands. We can literally cast Ardyn if we drew it. And this needs the opponent's creature die, so they can just eat the creature, and I'll be very sad. And XF is already active. We are not low on life total, so I think it's fine just casting Dark Confidant here. Whoop. 6/3. Neo X-Death. If Neo X-Death is still alive, I'm just gonna attack with it. Still need to save my face a little bit, so block here. Maybe I should block with Dark Confidant too. I should have think of that. Yep, Sephiroth's gonna destroy the Neo XF. Ooh, Blue Garner. And there's a chance we just die to Titan. Oh no, we just die to Dark Confidant, I mean. Mill 5 without the Ardyn. That's something. I think no attack here. If they use a removal on Titan, then they can just attack. And that makes me regret playing Dark Confidant actually. If we're gonna lose because we're drawing into Ardyn. Like, they attack all. They remove. Okay. Okay, Dark Confidant, please die. Please die. And that's also our 3rd treasure, but we do need the Yasmat. We do need the opponent creature control die trigger. Oh, that explains it. That explains why they are so willing to get rid of that. And we drew the... Well, things are gonna get ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, so we can resent for renovation and still cast... No, that's 8, right? 1, 2... then we have to break 2 treasures. To cast that. If we have Ardyn up, we literally just win the game on spot. If we take the Wayne's Treachery and the minus on there, we can make a Yasmat, which is a 10 times more safer play here. They don't have a lot of things. They don't have enough chocoballs. But Ardyn, if I leave Ardyn in, I can still just play Shinra Reinforcements that gains us 3 life. I'm gonna risk this. And we're not gonna get into the Yasmat today. And also, we are close to losing through milling. Yeah, if they have the removal for Titan, we just lose. Because I choose a very greedy route. But if the Titan's alive, I'm just gonna target this. 15, 16 with Trample. Ardyn. Ardyn triggered. What's the biggest thing we can get? It doesn't go past through a fetch chocobo. We don't make a token through any means. So I think we just get X death here. Because the XF gains life, which is good. And alright, they just scooped. Oh, so glad they didn't have a removal when I go with the greedy Ardyn pick. Oh, sweet 7-0. Even though some of the opponents are not playing good cards. But still, a trophy is a trophy. Especially when we are in Diamond, can't complain. 7-0 with this Dark Confidant Ardyn deck. And first I pick a couple red cards like Sunrise Katana and Garland, and could have picked a second Sunrise Katana, but we ended up ditching red entirely and just go for black green. I don't think we ever saw Tang returning hand like in any of the 7 games. This is a very good card, especially in black green, because black green cares about stuff mill. When we have cards like XF and Call of Darkness, and also Phylon that get stuff from graveyard. And also Shinra Reinforcement is a very good enabler for the graveyard shenanigans. Also helps with Dark Confidant, because Dark Confidant lose your life, so Shinra Reinforcements gain those life back. Shambling Thief, usually a mediocre card, but in like blue-black or green-black, you can like mill it or discard it to the graveyard, and then you have the second ability where you cast a non-creature and pay black to get it back. The Ethos tap cost can hurt a bit, especially against aggro. If you don't use your sweet drop to block, you might just lose on the spot, but we didn't get punished playing this card. And yeah, Cloud of Darkness. And this Taman Titan, it ramps if it's alive, and the third mode rarely gets used, but in the last game we get a 15-16 Black Mage token. And also Fetch Chocobo is the best Saga common in green. And also just Ardyn. Ardyn is a busted card, 8 mana 4/4. At the beginning of combat, reanimates anything as a demon, and it's a 5/5. Also have Menace, Lifelink, Haste. Very busted card. Most likely wins you the game the turn you cast it, and if it leaves a turn cycle like one of the games, yeah, it's just bonkers. Alright, this is it for the Final Fantasy draft today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.